That is interesting, folks. Look at that. It has a hole in it. I love coins with holes in it. Beauty. What did we get? 1870. Hey folks, how's it going? So today, we got some neat stuff. We got a couple old house sites to look at today, some old property. I'll pull out my phone, give you a look at it and show you what we're doing. Should be very interesting for sure. Alright, so this is like the very first old map that I could find, a satellite map of this area that shows this structure. Alright, so this is the structure we're actually going to be working on today. And you can see I laid out the boundary, the house, actually walked the property. This is where the house sat, right where that pile is right there. There was a carport, probably Model T carport, a little driveway. But I think I found maybe 2 or 3 outhouses back here too. So interesting. The house, 1700s. Yeah, so we're talking about probably mid to late colonial for original house site. And then it had an addition put on and another addition put on and stuff like that. So anyways, that should be very cool. And there was another house site here that we're going to look for. That's not there anymore. They're like a row of houses. Now what makes this property very unique, and the reason why I want to search here, is because look at over here. This is where the original Torrance Tavern was. And if you Google Torrance Tavern, Mount Morn, North Carolina, that tavern, where they say it was, this is the history, folks, they say this tavern was there in 1700s during the Revolutionary War, was burnt down by the British. Lord Cornwallis and his troops came through here and burnt it down. Now I don't believe that's the original site, because Torrance, their home site on 1700s maps, was actually back on a creek, you know, maybe like a half mile that way in the woods, not right there on the corner. So, and then, you know, back then they didn't build a separate structure for a tavern. Their house was the tavern. So, interesting on that one. But we can't get in on that property, it's historical. But we are close enough to where if this was around the same time period, this might have had some activity as well. Colonial activity from Lord Cornwallis and his gagoons. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so hopefully there's something here, and it's a nice spot. Very historical spot. This was the route. It had a route coming that way and this way that led to this corner, and I'm only right there. So it comes from fords. There's a river, the Catawba River, and it comes from a ford, and that was the only way to get to this point. And then there was a tavern. So, significant? Yes. Let's get in here. Let's find some stuff. I'll show you what it looks like today. Overview before we get started. So, let's just do that. And this is what it looks like today. So, the house structure would have sat just like that. I had just kind of outlined everything. And I am right here where this bush is. Bush. It's a holly, actually. It's a holly tree. But it looks like a bush in the, the image. Anyways, let's get started. Let's find some stuff. Now, this house was hit by a drunk driver. Yeah, he came just barreling in through this way, and bam! So they had to take the house down. And so there's probably going to be modern stuff here, no doubt. But beneath that modern stuff is the potential for nice colonial relics. Let's find out. See. First good target. And we have pottery. Look at that. That's some old pottery right there. Look at how solid this ground is. It needs water. But look at this thing. What is it? What is that? Interesting. Big silver. 84. I'm not a foo-foo water kind of guy. I just bring a jug of water. Now, I don't recommend doing this with copper coins. That's a big eagle. Oh, wow. That is interesting. That is interesting, folks. Look at that. It has a hole in it. I love coins with holes in it. Beauty. What did we get? 1870. Oh, wait a minute. Is it 1870 or 18... Ah, my eyes are so bad. It's a big eagle. Silver. Beauty. Look at that eagle on there. That was only an inch deep. That is amazing. That's a beautiful coin. I think it's 1877, which is a little bit after the Civil War, but still 1800s. And obviously somebody wore that around their neck. Beautiful find. Let's find more. Look at that. That is a hinge. That's a very large hinge. That is, I want to say hand forged, but I'm trying to clean it out so I can tell. That's quite possibly hand forged. Look at the ends on it. See that? I don't think that was factory bought. I think that was made, maybe. It's hard to tell. If this is, let me see, do I have my poker on me? Usually have a little poker. I forgot my dental pick. Oh, good grief. Anyways, if this is not a solid piece going around from this hinge here, and it comes over just halfway, this definitely could be hand forged. That's a nice size little bracket, if you will. Beauty. Nice. House site to set here. Keep going. Looks like some old plumbing. More modern. It's a tool, but I don't think it's very old. Somebody's, looks like maybe some kind of composite metal razor blade. Alright, that is some dry stuff. See any pottery in there? I don't. Not in that one. What's that? Piece of glass. Yep. Boy, that's some dry stuff. Wow, we need rain, huh? Oh, we got another coin showing. Looks like a penny. Oh, maybe not. I'll get my little brush out. We'll brush it off a little bit. There we go. Let's see what we get here. Yep, modern penny. Might have some zinc in it. I don't mind getting these wet. Yeah, you see the bubbles on it? It's usually zinc, some kind of zinc, so. 64 or newer. Alright, let's keep going. Now, what are we gonna get in here? It's a big 70 kind of signal. Might be copper. Oh, yeah, it is copper-ish. Some modern style hinge with the screws. Look at that. Comes with screws for free. Yeah, brass. Yeah, these things can date back pretty old. Not 1800s, well maybe, but most everything in 1800s was iron. This most likely is probably 1900s and newer. I'd say 1920s and newer, most likely. With those screws, 1930s, maybe 1940s and newer. Yeah. Never know what you're gonna find at these old home sites. This one's a big 81 signal. Probably some kind of iron or something, I assume. But it was giving me a loud tone, so maybe better than iron. We'll find out. Ah, that's so dry. That is so dry. It doesn't sound like a coin, but it sounds like a big object. It should be showing itself, but it's not. Ugh. Huh, interesting. Might be in the ground deeper, and I'm just picking up the sidewall of it. Interesting. When in doubt, fan it out. It's gonna be deeper. It's gonna be right down here deeper. I missed it. Yeah, that's what. Interesting. It's giving me a loud ping here, but the metal sound is over here, so it's dragging over, so it's got to be a piece of iron where this is like the most concentrated piece of it, and it's deeper. So let me dig that out, I'll find it. Yep, flat iron, I'll give you that sound. It looks like a tag. Maybe. Are we going to be able to read anything if it is? I don't think it's a tag. I think it's just a piece of iron strap. Nothing recognizable on it. No words, no letters. Curious about this one. It sounds like a big thud target, but it's telling me button. Relic mode is pretty accurate. as far as what it thinks it is. If so, it's a big button, if it is a button. Could be a shotgun shell too. Definitely that material. What is that? That's 1800s. I recognize, I think that's off of a lantern. The strap that goes around the glass. That's what it looks like to me. Interesting. Yeah. Need to find the colonial stuff. Where's the 1700s stuff? Yeah, it's in here. Now we got something in this plug. Look how dry that is. Oh, what is that? Shotgun shell? Like I said, you can find these everywhere. Right on the side of the house. Might have dropped it out of his Model T Ford after he went hunting, but I doubt that because people normally didn't pick these up after they blasted them off. They would have blasted that off right here at something, scaring away the coyotes or something. And I can't read it. It's got some age to it, that one. Shotgun shell. People collect these. Yep. Interesting. But not so much, because you can find those everywhere. Everybody had a gun. Back in the old days, if you look at the Sears catalogs, anybody could buy a gun. A 5-year-old could buy a gun. All you had to do is send your money in to Sears, and they'll send you a nice, fancy pistol, or shotgun, or rifle. Looks like we got another coin, nickel, possibly, in the old stone bed. That's a Jefferson. Let me see if I can get a date off of it. Well, it's not the magnesium. Did you ever find a magnesium? They are so cool looking. Not going to be able to tell, but wait. I'm actually, if I brought my magnifying glass, which, did I not? No? I didn't. Let me check my pouch. Let's see if I brought my magnifying glass. Oh, look at that. Big silver. Did I not bring my magnifying glass? Huh. I got the old eyes nowadays. I have to have a magnifying glass. Apparently I didn't bring it. Sorry, bouncing you around, I know. Oh, I didn't bring the magnifying glass. That's okay. Just a nickel. I'll let you know the date at the end. Cannot read it with my eyes. In the driveway. Ooh, it's been so hot and humid in North Carolina this past week. Holy cow. August is the hottest month of the year for sure. Anywho, alright, let's keep going. I gotta fill in that hole. It wasn't very deep, so I don't imagine it's too old. But then again, I just found an 1877 that was only an inch deep, so let's keep going. Here, I'll give you a listen to what I'm hearing as we move. Lots of iron. Iron, iron, iron. Nails, probably. What are we gonna learn about in this hole? It was just kind of like a buttony signal. Something right there. What is that? A little fleck. Is that pottery or something? Feels like old paint. Ooh, look at glass. Looks kind of aqua. Alright, what's going to be in here? Button would be nice. Not seeing anything. Lost it. Ah, can slaw. That's all. Aluminum can slaw. Yeah, you're gonna find that around spots like this. Not my usual. But could not pass this up. This is a 1700s. Colonial stuff's gonna be deeper, so gotta get the modern out first. Interesting signals, got me curious. Oh, this ground is so hard. Coming up 50s, 60s, but it's got a nice little ringtone to it. Maybe, possibly coin related, so we'll see. That's the best time right there when you flip it over. With these old sites, you want to look for arrowheads, because that's where I find all my arrowheads, at these old home sites, because they would have been the first ones in on the property, plowing and stuff, and they would have found the arrowheads. And you know, kids play with them, they lose them, or they just throw them out in the yard. Or down in the privy, yeah. Which is common. Ooh, it is a coin, right there. Modern penny. Memorial. Okay. Probably a Zincer, because the way that it was sounding wasn't full copper, so 1964 or newer. But we're a penny richer. Well, at least the landowner is. He's gonna love that 1877 Silver Eagle coin. Yep. That was worn. Yeah. I just love finding those with the holes in them. That meant something to somebody. Back in those days, why did they do that? Well, you were destitute if you didn't have any money on you. So the one way to be sure that you always have money on you, put a hole in it, wear it around your neck. You get into a jam, you're someplace in the middle of nowhere, which there was a lot of places in the middle of nowhere back then. You always got a coin on you, right? That's it. I think we got us another coin. Ooh, that's kind of hard down there. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, it's got rocks, that's why. Hope I didn't hit it. Oh, maybe it's not a coin. What is that? What is that? It's all, looks like it got chewed up by a raccoon. That's it. Interesting. I don't know what that is. Something to something. It looks like it has some age to it. That looks like that 1800s patina, doesn't it? Yeah. Interesting. Let's see if there's any more in there. I think that was all I was hearing, is that one piece. Oh my god, that's so hard I can't even break it. There we go. Yeah, that was it. And it still has the patina in the soil, so yeah. I'm gonna call that 1800s, whatever that piece is. We'll investigate it at the end when we have more time. Now it's just search time, right? RelicSeekr, right there. Yeah. Oh, another potential coin, possibly big silver again. Make a nice hole so I don't hit it. There we go. There we go. Well, that was definitely a driveway, wasn't it? Could be deeper below the actual stone of the driveway. Throw the headphones on. See if we can locate it. Deeper. Oh, that's gonna go below the driveway. Nice. I should have brought my knife. Got a brand new case knife that I've been dying to get out and use. We should probably have it in that. Yeah, that's below the stone driveway. Back when they didn't have stone here. Deeper. I'll shut you off, I'll find it and pull it. Alright, about 9 inches. Detector told me it's out, so it's lying over here somewhere. There it is. There it is. A modern penny? What? That deep? Oh, come on. That's alright. The old ones are still out here. I'll take a modern penny. Alright, okay. Alright, so while I take a break for a minute, I'll give you some really cool information that the landowner shared with me. It's an interesting Mustang, number 12. Anyways, the tavern, Torrance Tavern, is reported to be on that corner, but I don't believe so, because the actual home site of Torrance was straight back that way on the creek, about half mile. I don't believe that. That might have been like a brothel. But anyway, the house has since been moved, and but anyway, that's how close we are to where the tavern was. It was somewhere over there, and the reason why I don't think it was there is because in all the reports that I've read on this tavern, in the descriptions, is that it sat atop of a knoll. Now, if y'all know what a knoll is, it's a hump. It's a hump in the land. It's a high spot, right? That's the start of a knoll. So it couldn't have been right there. maybe up on top, but their house site was down on the creek, which is lower. So there's only a few knolls in this area. There's a knoll over here, there's a knoll up on top of that, and there's a knoll back there. And I've done searched them all. But the other interesting news, this site back in, before these houses were probably here, I think, not this one, this is 1700s. Definitely before, there was a property here, and the landowner thinks it was a sawmill. And interesting enough, there is some evidence. And he also thinks, legend says, there are 2 locomotives, steam engines, the smaller ones, the push engines, on industrial sites, buried here. But anyway, you see this? So we got stones, flat stones. Was it part of a structure? Probably not, because I see some brick laid in there. What that probably was the hearth, if you will, to come into a structure. So there's probably a structure right here, and that tree grew up on the back side of it. So it was probably a house. As far as I'm concerned, it was a house. But before that, it definitely, there is potential for a sawmill to be here, and 2 buried locomotives. It's the small ones, not the big ones, not those gigantic ones, the small ones. Because there's a railroad track right over here, and there used to be a depot right there, and they might have had an accident or something. And the story is there's 2 locomotives, pusher locomotives, buried on this property. That'd be nice to find. My detector will find, it'll sound off if it hits metal like that. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's find some more coins, some older ones. Big noisy target, possibly a coin. Or no. What is that thing? Aluminum. It's not that old. Oh, it sounded nice. Sounded real nice. Looks like another coin. See it? Don't tell me. Modern penny. Yeah, that's alright. This house was actually standing for a long time. And it was occupied for a long time. But you see, that's about as far as my shovel will go into the ground. That ground is very hard, so not ideal for finding deep targets today. It needs a lot more moisture in the ground than that. But we'll get the upper level stuff out first. So this was the house right there, where that mulch is now, and there was a sidewalk that led up to the front of the house, and that's what I'm searching now. And I did find a coin over there, a modern penny. We have something here that was a little bit deeper. Let's see what it is. You got nails in there. What is that? Was that it? That's the noise I was hearing. What in the world is it, though? That's an interesting piece. I don't know what that is. Something to something. That's what I say, right? Huh. Don't know. Let's keep moving. Now we had a buttony signal. Let's see if it's a button. Be nice to find Revolutionary War buttons as close as to that tavern as we are, because, you know, like I said, Lord Cornwallis and his goons came in and burnt it down, so they were all over this area looking for the righteous people. Can slaw. Just a piece of can slaw. That's what happens when you hit it with a lawnmower. A can comes off the road, shreds it to pieces, gets all over the place. Got another coin. This one was pretty deep. Another modern penny. We'll have to go in the backyard and see what's in there. A lot of modern stuff out front. Oh, now there we go. The Hot Wheels. I've never seen this one. It still has its paint on it. These are collectible too. Yeah. It's got the big wheels in the back, small wheels in the front. Yeah. It's got the low-cut roof and this, yep, low-cut roof. Interesting. Well, here we go. Sounding very much like a coin. 4 inches deep. I hope I'm able to get to it. Oh, I should have brought my pointy shovel. You can't get in very deep here. It is so dry. Crumbly too. I don't think I'm deep enough yet. Oh, there it is. It's a key. GM? Maybe? General Motors was usually square, wasn't it? Yeah. Yep, that says GM. Boy, I'm good. Nice. 1970s maybe, 60s, 70s. Somebody had, I think that's an automobile key, right? Yeah, who knows what that went to. I guess we could figure it out. Interesting. Nice. Well, there is a railroad related something. Actually, no, I don't think that's railroad. That's probably a spike that went into the house. The lower beams. It's a little small. Actually, they did use these on the small railroads too back in the day. The smaller ones, but I don't know. It's either really old spike or it went to the house. So, old railroad spike, I mean. Guess we'll never know on that. She's gonna have the iron analyzed and see if they can come up with a date. I don't know. Not worth it though. It's another coin. What are we gonna get on this one? It's a Lincoln. It's a Wheatie! Alright. It's about time. You don't want to get these too wet. It'll take and peel the patina right off it. Keep that patina on there. Oh man. I don't know. Let me take a photo of it and zoom in. Yeah, so that was a 1936 wheat penny. Not a bad year. That was the Great Depression. Ravaged the 30s, did it not? Roaring 20s and then the 30s depression. So interesting to find a penny from the 30s, but it's always nice to find coins. Just now working my way to the backyard, and the way this house was, I'll show you. So that would have been the original structure right there. Timber beams, not quite log cabin, but timber. And then the well, there's a well back here somewhere too from that original 2-story chimneys on either side. Then they built a large kitchen area off the back and another addition that way, which came out to about here. And then you had the backyard. So I want to search in there because the original well is there, and that would have been the older section. Might find house debris and all that stuff, but definitely going to have to search this as well for the earlier period, I guess. The newer period. It's hard to say that, you know, later, newer, earlier, moderner. Looks like an iron wheel. that went on something. Maybe an old stove so you can move it and clean it. Who knows? I'd put that probably early 1900s. Maybe late 1800s. Most likely only 1910-ish, probably. Oh, what are we gonna find in here? Ringing up loud. Oh, it's a coin, I believe. That's a funny looking coin if it is. Oh, it is a coin. Is it silver? What the heck is that? Looks like it has a bat. See it? What in the world? I've never found anything like that before. Could it be a penny with a painted bat on the bottom? Old Cider Mill and Shop, Bat Cove, North Carolina. Never heard of it. That is fantastic. It probably doesn't even exist anymore. It's on the back of a penny. 2000 and something. That's interesting. Never found a penny with something on the back of it like that. Neat. I think that's 2000. Yeah, 2000 and something. So, very modern. Somebody went to Bat Cave. I've never heard of it. Bat Cave in North Carolina. I might have to look that up. That sounds interesting. Sounds fun. Maybe we can go and pick up another penny just like that. Looks like another coin. What we gonna get this time? Oh, this looks a little crusty. Zinc. Yep, memorial zinc penny. Yep, they fall apart. It has bubbles on it and everything. Zinc. Zinc doesn't hold up in the ground. Not at all. It's a cheap metal. If you might even want to call it a metal. Yeah, it just came out of the ground. Look at this baby. Yeah. That is a piece to rigging. Yep. For a horse. Yeah, nice. We got something in here sounding off real nice. Smells like copper to me. Is it going to be a big old fat coin? That'd be nice. A colonial copper? That'd be real nice. Straight out of Cornwallis's pocket? Oh yeah, that'd be real nice. That would be. What is it? There it is. Oh, can slaw. Boy, that sounded good. These cans, they really fool you. They really sound good. Oh well. Moving on. That's it. That's everything so far. All the easy targets. The keepers. We got a nice big old silver coin, 1936 wheat penny. There's some 1800s in there. Nice little bracket. That's possibly turn of the century. Wagon hub. And it looks like some kind of reins guide system for a working horse. And then you have some small coppery banding that's common with 1800s houses. And the nice little car. That's it.